the Grand and Reserve Grand Champion 2012 Market Lamb at the Ak-Sar-Ben 4-H Livestock Exposition. Entering the arena first, our Champion Challenge Lamb, shown by Jed Knutson, Heartland, Minnesota, 148 pounds. Division 1 Champion Lamb, Peyton Damer, Nevada, Missouri, 127 pounds from Class 253. Division 2 Champion Lamb, Ethan Friend of Elizabeth, Colorado, a 138-pound lamb from Class 257. Division 3 Champion Lamb, Jackie Murdoch, Orleans, Nebraska, a 145-pound lamb from Class 261. Division 4 Champion Lamb, Judd Knutson, Heartland, Minnesota, a 150-pound lamb from Class 263. And Division 5 Champion Lamb, Riley Wattenville, Huxley, Iowa, a 157-pound lamb from Class 266. Reserve Champion Challenge Lamb, Skylar Adamick, Seward, Nebraska, 156 pounds. Division 1 Reserve Champion, Cameron Murdoch, Orleans, Nebraska, a 124-pound lamb from Class 252. Division 2 Reserve Champion, Curtis Hewlett, Independence, Kansas, a 138-pound lamb from Class 257. Division 3 Reserve Champion, Conrad Shelkoff, Geneva, Nebraska, a 143-pound lamb from Class 260. Division 4 Reserve Champion, Beth Zuber, Marengo, Iowa, a 148-pound lamb from Class 262. And Division 5 Reserve Champion, Kylie Silliman, Fremont, Iowa, a 161-pound lamb from Class 268. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your champion lineup. Our judge today is making his final decision. Let's give a nice hand to Steve Sturtz from Angelo, Texas, San Angelo, Texas, for a great job of judging and working with the kids today.
Well, an excellent set of sheep out here for our championship drive. Let's give all these kids a round of applause for a nice job today. Before I go into picking the champion, we got to judge some goats yesterday and thoroughly enjoyed working with the kids in the goat barn, or in this barn with the goats. Enjoyed lining them up, enjoyed working with the kids. It's been a very good day today. I hope that I got around to each kid in the morning session or before we went for lunch. I tried to talk to each kid and tell them what I'd change about their lamb after lunch because of my hip and knee and heel in that right leg. I felt like I was spending my time better off. I hope I got to each kid, and I apologize if I didn't, and I'd be glad to talk to any one of them about their lamb afterwards if I didn't get a chance to talk to a kid or give them a chance. But I handled each lamb twice, tried to talk to each kid in each division, and feel like whether you were first or last, I hope you know that I took my time and tried to get you where I felt you fit into the scheme of how I look at lambs and how I judge today, and it is my decision today, and I want you to know whether you were first or last. I think that what you're doing is important. I hope you keep it up, and I hope that you learn something from this project as I did when I was a kid. And I know that there's not a better thing you could be doing, whether it's in this barn or the hog barn or the goat barn or the steer barn or showing chickens, whatever it may be. I think this is the best thing you can be doing for a kid. And as I said in the goat show, the best thing for an inside of the kid is an outside of an animal. And I think you've got a great program in these 13 states. And I think each one of those kids deserve another round of applause for exhibiting their animals today in the show. I'd be mistaken if I didn't thank all the help I've had this week. I'm still going to help with the livestock judging tomorrow, but as far as the goat show and the sheep show, I had lots of people that had people pick me up at the airport. I had people take care of me as far as feeding me and taking me around. We've had really good ring help. We've had people, good announcers, good superintendents, good kids that are helping out as volunteers, and I think that's what makes these shows work, or I know that's what makes these shows work. And I've been around all over the country judging these shows, and I can promise you, the better your volunteers are in back, and the better your superintendents are, and the more those people work.
Do not bring your cams yet until we give you the go-ahead for your dance.
As I was saying, it makes the show what it is, and their help a lot of times goes unnoticed, but I can promise you, as many shows as I have done, the better it's run behind the scenes, the better it runs out here, and I think you've had a super set of people and individuals helping. I know with the quality of lambs, you've had a super set of volunteers and extension agents and personnel to help you there. Let's give all those people a round of applause for the job that they do for the youth of these 13 states around Nebraska. Now we're going to talk a little bit about sheep. I think we've gotten a really nice set of sheep out here for the championship drive. I think if you're on the sidelines, you can see, just looking at them, we've got some structural correctness, we've got some structural soundness and stoutness, we've got some balance and eye appeal, we've definitely got some muscle in these sheep. We're smooth in our lines, we're balanced from the side, and believe me, ladies and gentlemen, when you put your hands on them, they don't disappoint you a bit. They meet your hand with a lot of muscle. They're lean, but they're fresh in their handle. They're really good out through their loins. They get wide out through their hips. When you put them in motion, for the most part, they're really structurally correct. They move nice around the ring, and I think that's a really good thing to be able to go through these classes and get this many lambs. I guess we've got 12 out here, including the challenge lambs, that really get down to the basics of what I think livestock judging is about. I often coach my livestock judging kids, and I tell them it doesn't matter what ring we're in or what species we're judging. It starts from the ground up. We've got to have that structure and that skeleton right, and then we've got to lay that muscle on there right, and then it's how we lay that finish on the muscle. And I think all these sheep do an excellent job, and I think the 13 states surrounding Nebraska and that are involved in this show can all be proud. I don't know how many of them I heard throughout the deal, but I know I heard quite a few of them just in this championship drive, so I think each state was represented very well. And I want to say that I'm very pleased with the quality of lambs that were exhibited here and that I had the opportunity to judge. But going further than that, I think that we really need to think about what this program's about, and it's about the kids. And I think that you have an excellent, excellent set of kids from top to bottom. I think they worked hard all day. I think they were courteous to me, they were courteous to each other, they were courteous to the ring stewards, and I think that says even more about these 13 states and what this program does than how good the quality of lambs are. And I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. I think this is a very good program, and I think that all these kids, whether they were first or last, can be proud of what they've done. When we look at these lambs, I think that there's two lambs out here to me that put the things together I'm looking for just a little bit better than the others. I bragged on them and I told you how good they all are, and I really think they are. But when it comes down to it, you put them in motion and you handle them and you look at them and you put all these things together. There's two that fit my hand and eye just a little nicer than the others. I think it's really close from there on out, and I think there's a lot of good sheep, and I think the kids did an excellent job of showing them. At this time, I'm going to go select your champion of your 2012 Ak-Sar-Ben Market Lamb Show. It's thoroughly been a pleasure. I've enjoyed it. Let's give them one more round of applause.
Grand champion market lamb, the 2012 Ak-Sar-Ben 4-H Livestock Exposition. My microphone went off. Jed Knutson, Heartland, Minnesota, class 263 on a 150-pound lamb. Reserve Grand Champion Market Lamb, shown by Jackie Murdoch, Orleans, Nebraska, from Division III, a 145-pound lamb from Class 261.